Hey you guys, namaste. This is me, Diara, and this is going to be another pick a card reading. Although the pick a card part will be pretty short today. This is supposed to be a collective message for everyone out there uh, who felt drawn to this reading. I know that these kind of readings usually they do not get that much attention. People are crazy about all the love readings and stuff like that, but I really felt guided to give you this kind of message today. And I don't care about how many people feel drawn to this message. It's going to be an uplifting message, okay? It is going to be something positive. Just, like since we are facing pretty tough times right now. You know what I'm talking about. We are right in the middle of the storm called Corona. And I felt guided. I woke up this morning and I really felt guided to do this reading. And I want to be honest with you. I started doing this reading already twice. And it never felt right, so I stopped the video, the recording process, and I started again. And then I did it for the second time, and after 20 minutes, I felt like I'm kind of losing my, yeah, I don't know. I felt like, oh God, my goodness, what am I talking here? So I stopped the recording, and now this is the third time. As they say, like all good things are three, because I really wanted to do this reading. And I feel like Spirit wants me to point out only the most important things here, because sometimes I have the tendency to get lost in my own thoughts, and the reading gets longer and longer and longer, and at the end of it no one knows anymore what I was trying to talk about here anymore. So this is me trying to do this reading for the third time, and I want to bring you an uplifting message, because I know that a lot of you guys are going through a lot of sorrow and pain right now all over the world. Everyone is affected by the virus and by the crisis in a different way. It's not that everyone is jobless and not having any more money. Some people, yes, they are affected in their career and in their finances. But I know also a lot of people where this is the other way around. I know a lot of people who have a lot to do right now, okay? And I'm not only speaking about the medical stuff. There are also other fields where people do work a lot. And this is also a big thank you to everyone who has to, deal with all the shit that's happening job-wise, and who's helping the humankind to go through this crisis as good as possible. Also, what's happening these days is that you are facing the harsh truth right now. You are facing the harsh truth right now. People are starting to take off the mask, the poker faces. People are starting to show their fears and their pain, and also sometimes, in some cases, their real face. Yes, this is also happening these days. Like when everything is good and happy and sugar coated, it's easy to be a friendly person, isn't it? It is so easy to be a friendly person if you are in an upswing moment. Yeah, but it's probably not so easy to be a friendly person and a helping and compassionate person if you are going through the dark night of the soul. And this is what's happening these days for a lot of people. And what also can happen is that we become jealous about them, those people, and like we kind of envy people who seem to be at a better place right now. I even have the tendency. Every now and then, and I discover shades of myself that I thought I would have overcome already years ago. Do you know what I mean? This is what the crisis does. It brings off all the shit, and it's kind of forcing us to deal with it again and again and again, because this journey, you guys, it's never really over. Especially if you found this reading today here, this special collective reading, this is already the proof that you are a special person, and that you are an empath, and that you are not only interested in another pick a card reading where you are trying to find out what is he thinking about me. You are special. And the world needs people like us. The world needs people who are addressing themselves. right? You have to start dealing with all the things that you're not feeling. Are you hearing that? We are the ones. And we are the ones who are doing these kind of work, which is not fun, right? It's not fun to be confronted with pain and jealousy, and to discover that you are envying others and that you are probably even getting mad over others, okay? I want you to know that even if you feel like, wow, this woman over there, she's so happy, she has that boyfriend, and now she just found out that she's pregnant on top, and why can't I be a mom, and why can't I have this kind of husband? I mean, are you sure that she's so happy? Are you really sure about that? I mean, you never know. Maybe this woman, maybe this was an artificial fertilization, right? Maybe, or maybe even if not, who knows? Maybe this whole relationship that she has going on with this guy, maybe this relationship is shit. You know, maybe they are fighting a lot. Maybe this baby is just the trial to overcome all the fights and to give this relation another chance and another, you know, like trying to make it, you know, like making it better than it is by putting a baby into it. Who knows? You know, and also, I mean, other things. I mean, maybe you know this guy who seems to be so successful and who seems to be such a people pleaser and so popular and famous and rich and stuff like that. But are you sure about that this guy is so happy? You never know. Maybe this guy is dealing from depression, or maybe his wife is cheating on him, you know, and he is right in the middle of a third party situation without even knowing it, okay? Or I don't know what. I mean, let's be compassionate with ourselves. Let's just know that we are all in the same game, okay? We are all in the same game, just different levels. And we are all dealing with the same hell, just different devils. What I'm trying to say here is that everyone is dealing with their own things and traumas, and every single one out there, even the rich ones, even the famous ones, even the popular ones. Look at people like Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, Amy Winehouse, Kurt Cobain. Everyone is carrying their own personal baggage and emotional baggage. And there is no need for you to be jealous or to envy others. Yes, you can have people that you do somehow, you know, try to copy and stuff like that. If it is in a good way, only if it is in a good way. Never try to be someone else, because you are unique and you are precious. And if you are here listening to this kind of message, for sure, this is the proof that you are something special and you are not superficial or stuff like that. You definitely are not. And this is why there is no need for you to copy someone else, okay? Keep on doing what you're doing and believe that everything is coming to a good end. This is the freedom card showing up today here with this collective message, and I like it because it shows us that pretty soon we will be freed again from government, you know, like they will find a way how to exit all this craziness coming around with the coronavirus. You know, I'm talking about quarantine and stuff like that. But freedom is on its way again, okay? You will feel your wings again. You will be able to get out and to express yourself in different ways. I mean, still you are able to express yourself. Look at me, I'm trying to express myself here via the social media. But I think we are all... you know, like I think that everyone is with me when I'm saying that social media is not being to be compared with real connections, you know, like real life and real time connections. I mean, yes, you can talk into the camera and you can even give yoga via social media these days. I do it pretty often, almost every day. You know, I go to the studio and then I just teach a class via, you know, like some kind of online channel, but it's never the same like a real class, right? So, but freedom is on its way, and surrender and solution is on its way. Okay, this is the solution card. There will be a solution for every one of us, and we don't have to be afraid about whatever it is that we are afraid of. Okay, we will find freedom, and we will find peace, and we will find healing. Okay, healing is on its way in whatsoever way. I mean, however you do understand this card, this is how it works for you. Maybe you feel like healing is on its way, and this is going to be in form of something that's yeah, you know, like making this virus going away from humankind or whatnot. But healing can take place in multiple ways, of course, right? Probably you will find healing in your own personal life. Okay, probably people around you will find healing. And yes, maybe we also will find a way how to heal and how to deal with this virus in itself, right? Now let's come to the pick a card part. You will have the choice here to choose among three piles, number 1 and number 2, and this is going to be number 3, right? So I will add on a little extra message, which is probably a little bit more personal even, just on top to this collective message that I felt guided to give you guys today. Okay, so this is number 1, number 2, number 3. If you need a little longer time, then go ahead and press the pause button. Okay, so if you felt drawn to pile number 1, what is your on top message today? Your on top message is, don't lose your faith. Stay in this faithful and hopeful energy. You have all reason to trust, because it's all good. It's all good, and Archangel Michael is with you. Archangel Michael is helping you to cut cords from everything that is toxic, whether this is people, places, or situation. Okay, Archangel Michael is helping you to cut cords. You probably feel guided to look for some specific cutting cord meditations, you know, where you work with this image of cutting a cord, literally, which is freeing you, right? And I mean, isn't that so funny that we had the freedom card here? I really feel like you are stepping into freedom. You will probably feel the need to let go of your job or certain people. I don't know. There is a lot of freedom waiting for you, and Spirit is calling you to don't lose your faith and keep on hoping and keep on trusting that this is all happening for a reason and it's all good. Okay, let me get you one more card, and this one is life shuffled. Okay, so you can see that I'm not making this stuff up here. Not at all. I mean, if I would like to cheat on you, you know, like if I would like to, you know, fake something, I could do it anyways, I guess, right? Since I'm the reader. So believe me, I only have your highest well-being in mind, and it's not me trying to sell you something, right? Especially not today. This is an uplifting message, and it's all for free, right? So is there anything else that Spirit would like you to know? Yeah, you see that? This is the 5 of Swords in reverse. The war is over. The war is going to be over soon. You have been fighting, you have been struggling, probably you have been living in severe pain, and you have been dealing probably with people who were cheating on you or whatnot. But I feel like people are starting to drop their weapons. You are starting to drop your weapons as well. And it will be all sorted out in an organic way due to this crisis. Do you know what I mean? I feel like the things are now falling into place. It's not so much, probably to you, it looks like things are falling apart, but the truth is they are in reality falling into place. Now you will see the true and the real faces of the people surrounding you. And this is happening for a reason. And it is happening in order so you can truly, truly see who are you dealing with. And although this does not always look pretty, sometimes it is for a good reason, right? Isn't it? I mean, think about it. Isn't it better to know who's your friend and who's your enemy? Of course it is. I mean, yes, it is probably harsh to recognize that someone that you thought is a friend is actually an enemy, but at least now you know, and now you can deal with it, right? This is how you should see it. So I see for you, pile number one, that the war is finally over. You are willing to drop your guards. You are willing to go into an energy that is carried by forgiveness and understanding and compassion. And this is also what you will get from spirit in return, right? What you see is what you get. Like attracts like. And as you are now shifting over into a peaceful energy and into freedom, as you are now allowing yourself to free yourself from toxicity, something that was toxic, this is what you will get back in return from spirit. At the other hand, spirit is bringing you healthy energies and good people, and no longer people who are toxic and who have probably not the best intentions towards you. Okay, so don't stop trusting that everything is happening for a reason, and things are falling into place right now. Pile number two. What's your add-on message here today? Peaceful solution, Archangel Uriel. So it looks like everyone is getting an Archangel, which is so funny. I mean, you cannot really make this stuff up here. Uriel, who is Uriel? Uriel is probably not as famous as, for example, Michael. I think Archangel Michael is pretty famous and popular. This one here is probably not so famous and popular. This is the angel of wisdom and spirituality. So I was already saying that you are a very spiritual person. You are psychic, you are an empath, okay, and you have a lot of gifts and talents, and he wants you to really connect with the peace inside of you, right? You are probably trying to find it a little bit more right now, or actually you did try to find it in the outer world, like you did try to find it via people, like you wanted people to bring you peace, you wanted love to bring you peace, if you know what I mean. But this card combination is letting you know that, hey, what you need is inside of you already. And you don't need others. You don't need a partner. You don't need a husband. You don't need a baby. You don't need money. You don't need that job. You don't need that car in order to feel peaceful and at ease, because it's actually all there. It's all inside yourself, right? And everything else, it's just, superficial. Yes, it may be nice to drive a big car, and it's maybe nice to have a certain position, to be the team leader or the supervisor, but actually everything that you need is inside yourself. And Archangel Uriel would be so happy if you would find the time right now to step into yourself and to find the peace and also the solution within yourself, okay? This is a beautiful combination, especially since I said it right away, that everyone who came to this reading today is super spiritual for sure. Is there anything else they want you to know regarding the future and what you can expect after the storm, so to say, right? The life after Corona. Shall we call it like that? Yeah, you see, there is abundance on its way. It's the Eight of Coins card. There's a lot of foundation and stability. It's coins, it's earth. Earth is always representing fertility and foundation. And you are a hard worker. You will always have a job. You will never suffer from a lack of money. I mean, at least not the majority of you. If you do stupid things with your money, then okay, no one can help you, I guess. But I think you are very diligent and loyal and trustworthy. And this is what people do see in you. And therefore, you will always have your things to do, and people will always contact you and order stuff from you and book you and whatnot. So I do see you being very and feeling very grounded, and you will get through this crisis in a pretty easy way. And this is also, one part of the truth is that we spiritual people, we will always get help from spirit. They will kind of, lift us up and carry us through these kind of times, if you know what I mean. And you are one of them. You are one of these people whose spirit will always support and help if you need help. Right? And therefore, you will never have to worry about your career or your finances in particular. Okay? You will always have your things to do, and you have ways to keep yourself busy, and but not, like because you have that much fantasy. No, it's a pull inside yourself. You are someone who wants to work and who wants to do good things. And this is what I do see you doing. And you will get the support from spirit, right? So let's move on then to the last pile, which is pile number 3. Yeah, you see that. No need to worry, you guys. No need to worry. There is a life after Corona. Don't you worry about it. Probably, yes, you are affected by this whole thing, as we are all, in whatever way. But there is no need to worry. And as I said, this is supposed to be an uplifting message. And especially in your case, don't you worry, okay? Drop your guards, drop your weapons. There is no need for you to worry. There is no need for you to fight, right? I think everything is falling into place, and Archangel Camuel is with you. And this is the angel of love, actually. Okay, this is the angel of condition, like unconditional love without any conditions. It's not like you have to be this or that in order to get love or to be loved. No, you are a lovable person in the first place, and you are precious and you are valuable. And real love does not know any borders or boundaries, and real love does not know any conditions. And this is the energy that you are stepping in. Okay, you are stepping into unconditional love. So who knows? Probably in your case, pile number 3, love is on its way. Who knows? Maybe this is the message that the angels wanted to give you today. Okay, let's pull one more clarification card before we end this reading. Yeah, I think let me take, you see, maybe you have been dealing with this kind of energy. This is not a good card to get, right? This is not matching unconditional love. This is kind of the opposite. And probably this is where you're coming from, right? This card, in combination with the other 2 cards, does only make make sense in combination with these 2 cards. I do see you stepping into abundance. This is the 10 of Cups. I do see you finding closure and completion. You will finally be able to leave this kind of energy, this kind of people, places, and situation behind. You will step out of it. You will take your things and you will leave. This is actually probably you, like you leaving a bad situation, you taking your things with you. You will leave some things behind, right? This is a 7 of Swords. So this guy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swords, but he's leaving 2 behind because he doesn't need them anymore, right? And he's sneaking out of the picture because he's like, you know what? I don't want to argue anymore. I don't need that anymore. I'm out. Okay, do whatever you want to do. Okay, you want to punish me, you want to make me feeling bad and stuff like that. Just go ahead, do what you think you have to do. I'm out. Okay, I'm out. Bye. Have a good one. And this is actually you. I feel you will step away from anything that was toxic, and you will step into abundance and way more loving feelings. Page of Cups is, you know, a very juvenile energy. It's a free-spirited energy, and it's bringing you love, unconditional love. You know, you don't need that other shit anymore. Okay, and this is how your life is going to look like after this whole Corona craziness that's taking place. Okay, so no need to worry for you guys. No need to worry. So this is it. I hope you like this kind of reading. Once again, I know this kind of reading is definitely not going to be so popular on YouTube. I know that. So feel free to support me. Feel free to give me some positive feedback. Feel free to share, like, and subscribe, to send this link to other people who are also in need of an uplifting energy, probably. Okay, this way you can pay something back towards me. And I'm not speaking about money here. Okay, I'm speaking about the right mind state. And this is also something that I want to do. I should have said that in the beginning, actually. What is spirituality actually? Have you ever thought about that? Pile number 3, or whoever is now watching still. Spirituality is the opposite of being in a pure materialistic world. You know, for us, as we are spiritual, the spirit, the mind, the heart is way more important than the material, the money. You know, it's not about cash here. It's about energy and the right state of mind. So this is it, you guys. I wish you a beautiful day. Namaste.